Hey there, my name is Raj, and if you've come to this video randomly, just know that this video is a part of an entire playlist which has a much more structured approach towards OCD and recovery through natural methods. So make sure you check the entire playlist for better understanding. Cheers.
OCD can kiss my ass.
All right, guys, good to see you here. This is the third video that we are making on understanding this by logic and science and no religion, what you're expecting in the entire program. And so the first thing is that I am not the guy to push pseudoscience in any way. If it doesn't make sense to me, it doesn't resonate with me, and till the time I don't find a logic to it or a scientific base that works for everybody, I'm not the kind of guy to accept it. And that's where I'm coming from. So that, I don't want to say, oh, hey, look, do this and you'll be overcome OCD in 10 minutes. A lot of crappy videos like this are floating on the internet. And so that's not what I am about. So it's very important for you to understand how my mind works. And if I don't accept something, I would not expect you to accept it in the first place. And till the time I have not personally, not once, but 2-3 times, I have valued it and I put it on a threshold. Okay, fine. I've tried it a couple of times and it works. Only then I would like to tell it to anybody. So without me personally knowing it, it is absolutely crap for me. So this is where I'm coming from. So a lot of people say, okay, fine. There are certain apprehensions, that people generally have. So one of them is that, is this connected to any kind of religion? No, this is not connected to any kind of religion. This entire program is going to be talking about the different kind of techniques, like, for example, a breathing technique that you do, and the kind of stuff that you maybe eat, or, avoid a couple of things, so on and so forth, how long this entire process is going to be. So religion is one of the things that really come up. People talk to me about it. People also say, oh, if I'm doing meditation or stuff like that, I've heard things that meditation and stuff really which was actually one of my fears. Whenever I used to hear the word meditation, since I was actually a very materialistic kind of person, always in business and everything like that. In our community, they used to say, people who do meditation leave homes and become monks. So that was my biggest thing. And to overcome just this nonsense, I delayed this, starting these techniques for about 1 or 2 months. So I know the apprehensions. And one of the most important things is that these things are going to be very simple as I talk about them. But you got to understand that, the OCD mind, like the one that you have right now, is going to make up shit tons of stuff to tell you that this is not going to work, or this is going to find the negatives in it. It is like 100% there, and I can vouch for it because it has happened to me. So it's going to push you. That's why I'm making this video in the first place, to tell you that I'm going to be talking about logic. And whenever you feel that hey, this guy's doing crappy shit, cancel there and then. You don't have to believe me. It's very, very important for you to know that don't believe me till the time you haven't tried it, or if you have any questions, ask them to me, ask them down below. You have to be clear, because the mind state, the state of mind that you're in right now is obviously fearful right now. It's confused right now. It's not going to believe things coming from a random stranger anyways. And fourth, it's going to be apprehensive. It's going to be, should I trust this guy? What's this guy talking about? Of course, these things are going to be there, and I hear you, guy. I was not trusting the one who was telling me in the first place. So that's why I made this video, that you go this by a scientific approach like I have, and you should be rest assured that this has been done many, many times and explained and taught to many people who have been helped. Now, coming to this one thing, this map of consciousness, which was a very important part for me to understand where we currently are as OCD sufferers. This is the map of consciousness made by David R. Hawkins. You can just go read about. Very intelligent man, amazing guy. And this map basically helped me not just in terms of OCD, and also the entire process of spirituality, what I learned after, a certain while, when I had overcome OCD and everything like that, because I wanted to see, what's next, because OCD is done now. I really laugh at it, something that I was crying about earlier. Now I laugh at it. What's next? So coming here in the entire chart is about, where we stand. This is the lowest human emotion or one can feel, or is at number 20. So he's given a chart in a structured way. Whereas shame, and when one feels humiliation and so on and so forth. There are certain OCDs basically which actually trigger us to push, like, POCD and, all these, some OCDs are there which actually push us to this level as well. So this is where the problem happens. And the person says, I don't even want to, be here anymore. I hate my life and so on and so forth. So this is this thing. Again, with these, some certain kind of OCDs, some people do feel a high amount of guilt. But typically where we are at in OCD is at this level, okay, where we are in a continuous state of fear, and our associated human state, emotional state, is of anxiety. So OCD in general, you are in a fearful state of mind. If I were to explain this simply, how and why and everything, we'll come to the other parts of the video, but this is where you are stuck. Okay, a general human being generally is moving up and down. Sometimes fine, we are, but we are chronically stuck in fear. So the word here is, the fear is not the issue. The chronic fear, stuck in the chronic fear, that is the issue that we will be working on. And of course, stuck here is not a great thing, and majority of the time is being spent on this, and just not, getting here and where you were prior to OCD. Then here you can understand, when I was in my high school, I was so courageous. This explains how the entire thing works. At one point in time, I was so willing to do, I was so optimistic, and so on and so forth. So this gives an entire chart. Why you were like that in a particular way, and now why are you like this in a particular way, because this is not a great place to be in. It's fear is a natural instinct in a person. It's a natural thing in everybody. But being stuck in it, that's not a natural thing. That's not humans. Our system is not made for that. And that is what creates these mental illnesses and so on and so forth. So that's the entire video, understanding where I'm coming from, how I understand logic, how I will be talking about the entire series in the future with this logic and structured approach that I believe in myself, so that you are comfortable. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video then.